Listen to my story about a man named Jed. A poor mountaineer barely kept his family fed. And then one day he was shooting at some food, and up to the ground come a bubbling crude oil, that is, black gold, Texas tea. Well, the first thing you know, old Jed's a millionaire. The kinfolk said, Jed, move away from there. Said, California is the place you ought to be. So they loaded up the truck and they moved to Beverly Hills, that is, swimming pools, movie stars.
A Beverly Hillbilly.
He's feeling poorly. He's 2 months behind in his sleeping.
What you mean?
Bears is supposed to curl up and snooze all winter. But in this crazy California, it's summer all winter.
Poor little mixed-up fella.
Here it is, January. And look outside. What do you see? The sun is shining, the birds are singing, the flowers is blooming. It's enough to make a body sick.
Sure don't have no seasons here.
Just two, wet and dry. You've either got mud or dust.
New calendar for you, Granny.
Is that all I got?
Yes, ma'am. All the rest of the mail's for me.
What is it, Granny?
The First National Bank of Bug Tussle. Fred James, president. That's Jesse's grandson.
Jesse James's grandson was president of a bank?
Yeah. It's a good thing Jesse never lived to see that. Ellie, look at this beautiful snow.
Sure is pretty. There ain't nothing prettier than them big white flakes a-floating down.
I used to say that was Mother Goose shaking out her feather bed.
Remember how the windows used to get all icy?
That was Jack Frost painting his pictures. They's a great pair, Jack Frost and Mother Goose.
And remember how we used to scoop up a pan of snow and put vanilla and sugar in it and make ice cream?
Oh, Ellie Mae, you're making me so homesick, I can't stand it.
What's everybody doing inside on a beautiful day like this?
You call this beautiful?
Look out there. Sun is shining, the birds are singing, flowers are blooming.
Please, Jed, you're turning my stomach.
How'd you like to be back home with all that snow and ice?
How soon can we leave?
You mean you want to be back there?
We all do. We was just sitting here talking about how much we'd all like to go back home to the snow. Ain't that right, young'uns?
Yes, sir, Granny.
Ain't that right, Jethro?
Huh? What?
When are you gonna learn to pay attention? He's having a family talk.
What about?
About how much we'd all like to go back home to the snow.
Not me.
Who asked you?
Oh, you said...
Now, stop butting in when you ain't needed. He wants to go, Jed.
No, I don't, Uncle Jed. Look at all these business opportunities that come in the mail. I'm gonna be rich in no time.
What is all this, boy?
Offers for jobs. I can sell blueing house to house. Or open a worm farm. There's a fortune to be made in red wigglers. And here's another. Grow mushrooms in your own basement. Here's an offer to be a Western distributor for an Eastern buggy whip company.
Jethro, get this clutter out of my kitchen. This table is for victuals.
Good. How soon do we eat?
I may never eat again. This California weather has took my appetite.
Well, it ain't took mine. I'm starving.
Jed.
But, Granny...
Go eat some smog.
You may have just solved one of the biggest problems out here, Granny. If he can trap that stuff on a plate, he might just get rid of it.
No mood for a joke, Jed. I'm homesick for snow so bad that I could jump in a hole and pull the hole in after.
What is all this sudden hankering you got for snow? You used to hate it.
Me?
Why, the first little frost you used to say it was so cold the wolves was eating the sheep just for the wool.
I never said that. This sun out here has fried your brain, just like it's ruined my beautiful hair.
The sun ruined it?
Bleached it gray. Why, back home it was as black as a raven's wing. And washed in snow water kept it soft as milkweed.
Granny, you melted snow to wash your hair because that's the only way you could get water. The well was froze, the trough, the pond, the creek, everything. Why, you even melted snow to wash the clothes.
And they came out so purty.
Yeah, and froze so stiff you had to carry them in like cordwood.
That was wonderful. Didn't even have to starch them.
All right, I give up. If you say you love snow, you love snow. Nothing'll do but what you gotta go back and get your toes frostbitten. Oh, Mr. Drydale? This is Jed Clampett.
Oh, yes, Mr. Clampett. What can I do for you?
Well, nothing for me, thank you, but Granny'd like to go back home to the hill. Well, seems she got this calendar from the First National Bank of Bug Tussle, and, hello? Hello? Mr. Drysdale? You still there?
Yes, I'm still here. Let me talk to Granny. Listen, Granny, you don't want to go home now. It's probably snowing back there. But just look out the window. The sun is shining, the birds are singing, the flowers are blooming.
I can't stand it another day. I've got to have snow. Now you get me back home.
Listen to reason. For the last time, I'm telling you this crazy scheme will never work.
Will you swear to that?
This crazy scheme will never work.
No, I mean swear that this is the last time you'll tell me. Now, just remember, this tape recorder is a radio. And while Granny's listening to the special weather report, you turn the air conditioning system down as low as it'll go.
They'll freeze tonight.
What do you expect with 3 feet of snow?
Well, come in. Come in.
Thank you, Granny.
Did you bring my tickets to Bug Tussle?
Yes, Granny, but I hope you're packed. You'll have to leave within 15 minutes.
How come?
All travel has been canceled because of the big blizzard.
What blizzard?
You mean you haven't heard? Oh, of course not. I forgot. You don't have a shortwave radio. You see, news about emergencies is always broadcast on a special wavelength so the population doesn't panic. Now, just a few civic leaders have these. Mayors, councilmen, bank presidents.
Oh.
Miss Hathaway, will you turn the furnace control up as high as it can go? We don't want the Clampetts to freeze in their sleep tonight.
Freeze? In Beverly Hills?
Quickly, quickly.
Attention, all civic leaders. Repeating the special weather bulletin. A blizzard is moving into Beverly Hills. 3 feet of snow is predicted, with drifts reaching as high as 6 to 8 feet.
We're gonna be snowbound.
The storm is expected to center around Crestview Drive.
That's our street.
If you live in that area, do not leave your homes. Hungry wolves have been seen coming down out of the hills.
That's a sure sign of a blizzard.
All set, Chief.
Good. Let's get out of here before the snow starts and the wolves pin us down.
Yeah, and hurry. Thank you for the warning, Mr. Civic Leader.
Oh, I probably saved your life.
What's the matter, Miss Jean?
Well, the cold weather always aggravates her rheumatism.
Oh, I'll fetch him a jug.
No thanks, Granny. We barely have time to make it to the rent-a-sled agency.
Excuse me, Chief. Mr. Chapman's calling from the movie studio. He wants to talk to you before you send those snow machines up to the Clampett mansion.
Okay.
Chief, before you take this last crazy step in this mad scheme of yours, will you stop and think what could happen if something goes wrong?
That's your problem.
Why mine?
Because if it goes wrong, I'll blame the whole thing on you. Hello, Larry. Yes, of course I want the best quality snow. This is Beverly Hills. 3 feet will cost how much? No, look, I want plastic, not platinum. All right, make it 3 inches. Yeah. Now, we'll keep them inside the house with wind machines and wool. Yes, I want a wolf outside every door. No, Larry, not your nephew. I want the kind of wolf with big teeth, pointy ears, long hair. Larry, I don't care if he does still qualify. I want the kind of wolf that howls. Larry, 4-footed wolves. Now, you get up there after dark because the Clampetts go to bed early. All right, goodbye. Now, You did set the air conditioning up as cold as it'll go?
Yes, and I hate myself for doing it. They don't even know they've got air conditioning. They'll freeze tonight.
No, they won't. At the crucial moment, we will mush to their rescue.
Me? Mush?
Don't you want to share in the glory?
No.
You want me to fight the wind and snow alone?
Yes.
Okay, I'll do it. All you have to do is fight the wolves.
Wait for me, Pop.
Can't you sleep neither, Ellie?
No, sir. My room is like an ice block.
Mine, too. I wonder, can we turn the furnace up any hotter?
I don't think so. When I was putting my critters down in the cellar, them big old machines was just going full blast.
Gotta give Granny credit. She sure called to turn on this weather.
Of course I did. I know this cold spell was coming. I seen all the signs.
Wish you'd said something sooner, Granny. Jethro and me could have laid in a little firewood.
Well, I'll go fetch some.
No, Ellie. A hungry wolf will get you.
Granny, there ain't no wolves in Beverly.
That ain't no whippoorwill.
That doggy's there's a wolf out there. Big rascal, too.
They always come down out of the hills when the cold wind blows.
There ain't no cold wind a-blowing.
What you call that?
That ain't no whippoorwill.
You just know everything.
You sure hit this blizzard on the nose.
Well, that ain't where it's hitting me. Let's get to the kitchen.
Yeah, let's warm up some of that possum stew we had for supper.
Oh, I got lots of victuals, Jed. I got ham and turkey and pork chops.
I'll go wake Jethro.
Oh, he's up, Ellie. Come through here about 15 or 20 minutes ago, headed for the kitchen. Uh-oh.
Quick, maybe we can salvage something.
It's too late. He's already asleep in it all.
Buzzard boy has struck.
He didn't even leave no gristle. A locust would starve around that boy.
What's that on his mouth?
He's at the fingers out of his gloves.
And we's gonna be snowbound with him?
Guess we better sleep in a circle like partridges. That way nobody will have their back to him.
Here. Only thing you didn't get was this little old sausage.
Must have left it for seed.
I want to try something. I knowed it. I always knowed it. He eats in his sleep.
His stomach might doze off, but that's a 24-hour mouth. Jed Clampett speaking. Oh, hello, Mr. Drysdale. Well, he ain't doing so good. Jethro's had all the victuals, and with him inside and the wolves outside, we is twixt a rock and a hard place. Well, that's mighty brave of you, but all right. I sure do thank you. Mr. Drysdale says he's fetching over some victuals and nothing can stop him.
Mush! Mush! On King! On Pierre! On White Fang!
What's that, Muglock? You crack that whip one more time, and I am going to give you a neckful of white fangs.
Always one complainer in the pack. You're wearing 3 layers of fur.
And that's another thing. It's 85 degrees out here.
Wait till we get inside. It should be down to 30 in there.
Now, don't forget our deal.
You have my word. You help me put this over, and you'll be rolling in dough.
So, Chief, there's a wolf.
Oh, relax. Stop.
But I see others out there.
They're all stopped.
What about the house?
Sound effect record. Okay, boys, start the wind machine. Now, you go inside and tell the Clampetts I'm fighting a rear guard action against the wolves. I'll make my entrance in a minute.
I brought you supplies, Granny.
Where's Mr. Drysdale?
He's out fighting off the wolf pack.
There's a bunch of them out there, all right. When that door opened, I could feel their hot breath.
Hey, woman, Miss Jean. Where's Mr. Drysdale?
Fighting off the wolves.
I'll go help him. Have no fear. Milburn of the Mounties is here.
There you are, Granny. Everything you'll need to get you through the blizzard. There's canned meat, powdered milk, chocolate bars.
Milburn of the Mounties, you have saved our lives.
Well, don't forget my faithful Indian companion, White Fang.
I didn't know you was an Indian.
Yes, I am temporarily a member of the famous northern tribe that always helps the Mounties.
Yes, she's a schnook.
That's no.
Can I put these in the fireplace?
Oh, yes, of course.
We's out of firewood, and I've never been so cold in my whole life.
Now, don't worry, Granny. By tomorrow morning, the blizzard will be over.
Good. These Beverly Hills winters is short, but days killers.
Just how do you plan to get rid of the plastic snow?
The studio has machines for that.
I hope they send a snowplow in the morning so we can get out of here.
Oh, no, Granny. Snowplows are for peasants. Here in Beverly Hills, they vacuum the snow.
Wouldn't you know it?
Now, you turn in and leave everything to us.
Yes, Mr. Clampett's already gone up to bed.
No, ma'am, Miss Jean. I just went up to get into my clothes so I could fetch in some firewood.
No, Jed. Have you forgotten about the hungry wolves out there?
Well, I figure if these two city folks got past them, I sure can.
Well, you see, we got through because wolves are frightened of Indians.
Indians?
Yeah, Jed. It turns out that Miss Jane is a schnook.
That's, no.
Well, anyway, I wouldn't risk going outside. Those wolves are vicious. They'll tear you to pieces. Oh, no.
Hi, everybody. Look here. Ellie, don't bring that man-eating varmint in here. He's vicious. He'll tear us to pieces.
No, he won't, Granny. I've been watching him, and he ain't moved for better than an hour. Felt sorry for him, so I fetched him in.
Shall I warm up the getaway sled?
No wonder he ain't moved. It's so cold, the poor devil froze stiff in mid-howl.
You think he's froze?
Of course. Look at them glassy eyes.
You're right, Granny, but we sure can't let him thaw out in here. I'll get rid of him.
Mr. Drysdale, let me take a look at that critter. Granny? This wolf is stuffed.
With who? Who ain't here? Jethro! He done it, my baby!
Don't worry, Mr. Clampett. He didn't eat Jethro.
Mr. Drysdale, what's going on around here?
What do you mean?
Stuffed critters, snow that don't melt.
That's wolf dandruff. It's very contagious. I'll take him out and get rid of him.
Mr. Drysdale, you want to tell me?
Well, I might as well admit it. This whole visit's a phony. The snow is plastic, the wolf's stuffed, the wind comes from a machine. The whole thing was dreamed up to keep Granny from going back to the hills, and it's my fault.
Gee.
I never should have let her talk me into it.
You mean, this whole thing was Miss Jane's idea?
100%. She dreamed up the whole idea.
Jane? That's about the nicest thing I ever heard tell of.
Huh?
Going to all that trouble just to make Granny happy. Thank you.
Now, wait a minute. It wasn't all her idea.
Oh, that's true, Mr. Clampett. It was his idea to turn the air conditioning down so it would be cold in the house.
The only part I didn't like.
Welcome to the tribe, Schnook.
That's Chinook.
The problem now is to keep Granny from finding out she's been fooled.
Well, one thing is sure, we can't let her go outside. It's 85 out there.
I think I got it. Mr. Drysdale, you lay down on a sofa.
What?
If there's anything to keep Granny in a house, it's somebody needing her doctrine.
Where you been, Jethro?
Huh?
I say, where you been?
I'll get me some snow. I'm gonna have me some snow ice cream.
Oh, it's so cold the wolves is freezing. Now, you get to bed. You're burning up with a fever.
That ain't fever. It's hot outside.
The thaw has set in. I'd best quick get me a pan of snow to wash my hair.
How is it, Jethro?
Pretty good. That ain't very cold, but it's got more body than snow back home.
Let me taste it.
No, you go get your own snow.
I'll bring you some, Ellie.
Wait a minute, Granny, where are you going?
Out to get some snow to melt from my hair.
I'll do that. You better take care of Mr. Drysdale. He's laying in the parlor awful sick.
What seems to be the trouble?
Oh, sore throat, fever. He needs you bad.
Poor man, he got that from helping us. I'll need this, Jethro.
What for?
Snow ice cream is the best thing in the world for fever and sore throat. How's that, Mr. Drysdale?
It's kind of chewy, but not bad. What is it?
That's snow ice cream.
Snow ice cream? You mean the kind that's falling outside?
That's right. Nice and fresh. Swallow it, Mr. Drysdale.
Let's get out of here!
Wait! I'll make you some more. Just bring it in another pan. I never did see snow ice cream work so fast.
Quick, grab those traces and get me to a hospital.
Just a minute, Chief. When do I start rolling in dough?
The first thing tomorrow morning.
Is that a promise?
You'll be knee-deep in the stuff. I repossessed a bakery.
Oh, that Charlie. Push! On Pierre! On King! On Doughboy! Push!
Watch it, white fang!
A blizzard sure brings out the brotherhood in man. What a sight. A royal Mountie pulling a schnook.
Go on the racetrack and inside the very private life of one of Champ Car Racing's top drivers. Paul Tracy's living life in the fast lane and you're riding shotgun. The new reality series Race Car Driver premieres tonight at 8 Eastern on Superstation WGN.
I'd like to thank you folks for kindly dropping in. You're all invited back next week to this locality to have a heaping helping of their hospitality. Hillbilly, that is. Set a spell. Take your shoes off. Y'all come back now. Here.
This has been a Filmways presentation.
Viacom.